We're bringing two organisations together across the council and the CCG that are so phenomenally different. People think when you are a finance director that you just add up money and it doesn't matter what organisation you're in, but everybody works differently. There are different cultures, expectations, there are different rules in place. You wouldn't believe the differences in the finance regimes, even how we report on the money. It's very basic example is that the council is always used to showing a positive position on the money with brackets. So if you saw brackets, that was a good thing, you were making a surplus, whereas in the CCG side, brackets are bad. So anything with brackets round is absolutely no, that means we're going into an overspend position. So having people come together and try and put a report, just one report that has brackets as meaning the complete opposite thing, was a very simple thing, but really challenging for the organisation. We've had to train people to change their brains, to read reports, read information differently. If you think, just looking at a council's very steeped in tradition and history and hasn't had to reorganise ever, since I think 1974 was the last time when, the latest Local Government Act came into place. Whereas the NHS is used to reorganising many times, and so we're quite fluid and flexible, and bringing those two things together again, it's like some people like, no, we don't do it that way, we've never done it like that, whereas some people say, oh yeah, we'll try doing it anyway, and bringing that together again has been a really massive challenge. Obviously, the financial deficit that we are all managing is the greatest challenge, and that's the real reason why we've had to do things differently. We're never ever going to get over that financial problem, the size of what we've got to deal with, if we just keep trying to do what we're doing in our own organisations, because we can only keep cutting and chipping away at the problem so far, and ultimately you have to look at different opportunities, and bringing these two things together allows you to see what some of the pressures really are that are informing the overspends on the NHS budget. And actually, if you address things in a very different way, you've probably got a better chance of managing those challenges than we've ever had. So the wider determinants of health, the things that like housing, education, employment, all those things actually will be the things that crack managing the NHS budget. It won't be just trying to achieve a 4-hour target or bring down your non-elective admissions, which obviously you want to do at the same time, but you have to do it through other measures. And now we can see that it's those things that matter to a person's health and well-being. If you have, a good start in life, you get good education behind you. If you can get a chance of a job and then you can get a chance of a house, that puts you in a whole different position, which gives you a better chance of having a more healthier lifestyle and hopefully better well-being. So you will have less demands on the service there. So when you think of it like that, suddenly it all comes together, it all makes sense, and you think, why haven't we been doing it and looking at this like this for years? But we have started to see the outcomes starting to change now locally, so we can tell we are keeping going because it's really exciting. We can see that things are starting to change, so we're keeping going.